It has been a hot minute since I filmed in this room. Well, throwing it back to YouTube days of old. Nice to see you guys again. Sorry it's been a while since my last upload, but I mean, like, what else is new? I filmed a few things recently, like a few little snippety bits of life, but they haven't really been enough to like make a dedicated video out of. So I thought I would just bring you up to speed while I'm doing my makeup today. December is always a really busy one because there's always so much to do. Everybody wants to meet up before Christmas, to do something Christmassy, to like gather before the new year sets in and everybody gets busy again. So yeah, December tends to be the busiest month of the year for us, I think. So starting at the beginning of December, we had our work's Christmas party and I sprained my ankle. Basically, I was ordering an Uber to go back home after a few too many champagnes, and I think there must have been a step, but I'm also not fully sure. I was ordering an Uber, wasn't looking where I was going, and fell on my face. I remember just being very confused at being on the floor, so I don't know how long I was lying there before somebody came over and helped me. Could have been a few seconds, could have been a few minutes, who knows. Anyway, somebody helped me up and were like, "Are you okay?" And I remember just trying to laugh it off because I was slightly mortified that I had fallen over. Luckily, I don't think there were that many people who were around the area at the time, so like nobody really saw apart from the people who I think helped me up. Don't know who it was, so thank you to whoever picked me up off the floor. Got in my Uber, came home, and then didn't realise until I got up the next day. I'm pretty sure I was still drunk when I got up the next day, but I went into the office anyway because the head of studio said that they wanted everybody in, and I was like, you know what, I can do it, I can go in. I went into the office, did a lot of walking on it. I remember walking to the station and being a bit like, oh, my ankle's a little bit sore, but it's probably fine. Just keep walking on it, just walk it off. And then by the time I had done a whole day in central London and then come back home again, my ankle had swelled like twice the size of my other ankle. And I didn't realise until like 24 hours later. There are also bruises all up my shins from where I just like, yeah. So I was like, oh bugger, I should probably stay off that. Researched it, looked into it, and I was like, yep, cool, I've got a sprained ankle. I left my laptop in the office, so I had to go back in the next day, pick up my laptop and go home again. So for the first 24 hours after you sprain anything, I think you're supposed to do the rice method, which I've only just learned about, but it's resting it, icing it, compression is the next one, and then elevation. So for the first 48 hours, I think that's super important, and I don't think I did a single one of those. So I'm hoping I haven't done any lasting damage. So yeah, eventually I managed to get my laptop, get home, start elevating it. I bought an ice pack so I could ice it myself. And then I also bought one of those ankle compression things so that I could try when I needed to walk. So the annoying thing was that because it was December, like the start of December that I did this, I had so many plans. Like that weekend I had plans on Saturday and on Sunday, and I was like, oh god, I wanted to go, so I had to basically book Ubers everywhere on Saturday and Sunday. So the Saturday night, it was a friend's birthday party. Went, had my lemonade, came home again in an Uber, and then on the Sunday, it was me and my friends have this like annual Christmas gathering, and it's like the friends that I knew from school, and we do it every single year, which is really nice because we don't really see each other aside from that. We always make the effort at Christmas time to see each other again, and sometimes we'll go out ice skating, we'll go to Christmas markets, we'll get some mulled wine and go for a meal. This year we just wanted to keep it really low-key, so we went round one of my friends' houses. Well, it was a flat. We went round to their flat and we all cooked a Christmas meal, and it was kind of like everybody brings a dish, and it was really lovely, really chilled. Obviously no ice skating on my sprained ankle, which was probably for the best. Can you hear that? The week after that, I had some really important meetings that I had to be in work for, so again, not much rest. I had to go in, and I went home in the afternoons after the meetings had finished, just so that I could try and rest as much as possible, because the weekend after that was the last weekend before Christmas, so the weekend just gone, and Josh and I usually do our Christmas before Christmas together, so we both go back to our respective families at Christmas, so we like to do our own kind of Christmas celebration where we have a Christmas dinner, we open presents, we do Christmassy things, etc. And we do that the weekend before Christmas usually. So we couldn't really do very much because I didn't want to walk too far on my ankle, although with the compression it was helping, but it is still, like even now it's still kind of swollen. Where is my palette? I had an eyeshadow palette and like, where the here it is. Went to a Christmas market on Saturday and then just did a day at home on the Sunday where we made our Christmas dinner and opened presents and just chilled out and played games on my Switch, which was really nice. So I think we did actually do some shooting at the Christmas market. We went to the Winchester Christmas market because it was supposedly one of the best in Europe but outside of London, and it was really nice. It was like all of these little cabins. I mean, I'll just show you, like here, Christmas market. But yeah, that was a really lovely day. We had some Glühwein, which is like German mulled wine, but a lot stronger, and my god, I could only have half a small cup before I was like tiddly. Oh, bugger me, what am I doing here? Okay, I've maybe gone a little bit too intense on the crease colour. We'll just blend that out. That's maybe a bit much for what I was thinking today, but we're gonna roll with it. We'll just try and make it match. Good grief. I just need to concentrate. Give me 1 second. Maybe I'm using the wrong kind of brush. Would this one be better? You know what? That's gonna have to do. We're going for a very glam eyeshadow look today, apparently. What was I saying? I'm terrible at doing these. Yes, went to Winchester Christmas Market, was lovely, and then on Sunday we had our Christmas dinner, my favourite meal of the year. Josh's Christmas dinner is like the best thing I've ever tasted. It was delicious. And then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Meg came to visit, so again it was more walking around on an ankle that's not fully healed. So on Monday we went to a Christmas lights trail at Kenwood House, that's in Hampstead Heath area. So that was like the first big kind of walking that I'd done. And I managed okay. I had my compression ankle thingy on and it was fine. And then I iced it and raised it when I got back home. And then on Tuesday we did a full day of walking around London, which that was adventurous. It turned out in the end that we did 20,000 steps, which was maybe a bit much on an ankle that's a bit dodgy, but I was okay after. I wore my compression thing again, and I think it reduced the swelling because it doesn't actually hurt to stand on. It's just still kind of swollen, like a little bit. So I don't know what that means, whether it's like healing or whatever. So I think I just need to continue taking it easy until we are fully healed. And then, so on the day out in London on Tuesday, we went and started at Harrods just to have a look at the Christmas, the outside of it, because it's all lit up. Although it wasn't very festive this year. I feel like in previous years they've really gone all out, but this year maybe not. And then we wanted to go to Winter Wonderland because I read online that it was free to get in before 2 o'clock, which was actually a lie. A lie, I say. And we got there and I was like, I thought it was free. And they were like, no, it's not free. And I was like, sorry. And then they said that free before 2 o'clock thing finished on the 7th of December, which is kind of a bit stupid in my opinion. But anyway, there was lots of things in our itinerary for that day and I didn't want to pay to get in somewhere that we would only be popping into. Like if you're going to pay to get in, you kind of want to stay there pretty much all day really. So we skipped Winter Wonderland and then went on to, we walked down towards Piccadilly, walked past Fortnum and Mason. That one was very festive. Dressed up like a giant advent calendar, which is really sweet. Basically hopped around London going to all the different Christmas markets and had some dinner at a tapas place in Covent Garden, and then we watched Elf the musical. So I've been trying to get tickets to that musical for a while because I thought it would be a really nice thing to do with Meg in London. So yeah, it was a limited run and it was pretty much almost sold out, and they do these £30 rush tickets, and I was trying to get the rush tickets and I couldn't get them, but anyway I had a look on the actual website and managed to find some for like £56 that weren't next to each other but weren't horrific seats either, so that was okay. And we went and bought those on the day, and that was really fun. That was very festive, pretty camp, but like that's what you expect from a musical. So yeah, it was just a really fun time, and it basically followed the film, but in musical version. So that was really lovely. And then we went back home and went to bed because Wednesday, which was the day that we were going to be driving back to the Shire, we decided to stop off at Oxford. Because I've never been to Oxford, so I wanted to have a look around. But the town was beautiful. The town was really sweet and really old, and I loved all of like the old Gothic buildings. And then we stopped for lunch in like this really quirky tavern pub. I think it was called the Old Tavern, I want to say. Very difficult to find. You have to like basically go down what looks like a private residential alleyway and then walk through a building to get to the pub. But it was really busy, so highly recommend because it was very aesthetic. The whole charm of the place was really cool. So that was lovely. And then we had a quick look around their Christmas market. One thing I would have liked to do actually was go into the library properly. We had a look around the outside, but we weren't really sure if we could just wander in and like, because you see pictures of it and it looks beautiful. So I definitely want to go back at some point and do that properly and see the library on the inside. And then Meg very kindly drove me back to the Shire, which is where I am now. Yesterday I just had like a really chill day with the family. We didn't really do anything. Delivered some Christmas cards. Anyway, so today I think we're going to be going Christmas shopping. What do I need next? Eyebrows. So yeah, it's been somewhat eventful, but not like exciting, eventful, let's vlog it kind of stuff. It's just been eventful in like, I've sprained my ankle. Okay, so I've got a selection of lips and I think I'm gonna keep it fairly casual for the moment. Like I've got red, but I don't think my outfit will lend very well to red. So we're going for Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk Medium. This set came as like a real cute little mini set, so it's got a mini pencil and then there's a really tiny little lipstick too. So cute. Oh my god, my lips are horribly chapped. But it's okay because I'm gonna put this little mini Pillow Talk lip gloss on top of it to kind of hide that. Oh, that's actually really nice. That looks a lot more red on camera than it does in person. Oh, I like it like that. I think I look better with darker lipstick colours generally. Like the normal Pillow Talk is maybe a tiny bit light for me, whereas the medium one, oh baby. It looks a lot. I don't think this looks the same in real life as what you're seeing, but I quite like it, so it's fine. We're gonna roll with it. Okay, and then the last thing before I should probably set my face first before I put mascara on. I need to get myself one of those little like triangular sponges that everybody's using these days. Like the tiny little ones that you like, you know, you put in your powder and then you... I want to get one of those. I think I did actually see that Mum has some on her dressing table. Okay. Oh, I haven't done any blush or... This is why I really struggle filming these kinds of things, because it takes me a whole lot longer to do my makeup and I forget how to do my makeup. I think I realised this year actually that multitasking is not for me. It makes me feel very frazzled, very anxious. So yeah, if I focus on doing one thing at a time and taking it through to completion, I can tick that off and I don't need to worry about it anymore. Like there was a point this year where I found that I would be so stressed and so panicked all the time because I felt like I had a million things to do all at the same time, and that was because I was trying to do a million things all at the same time. Like on my computer, if I were to click on a program and it would take more than 2 seconds to load, I would jump on to something else and start trying to do that instead while I'm waiting for this program to load, and then I would jump back and then someone would message me and I'd jump on that instead. So all of this jumping around made me feel really bad. So I made the decision just to stop doing that and instead focus on trying to do one thing at a time. And honestly, that made my mental health so much better. Like I feel a lot more relaxed because it just made me feel so frazzled all the time. So yeah, that's definitely something that I have learned this year. I would advise anyone to do that, if I'm honest. I think multitasking is really bad. I would prefer to give something my full attention and do it properly than trying to multitask. Like even talking while doing this, I don't feel very present. Like I'm not, I'd rather give something my full attention. I also realised in the past, was it this year? Last year? I don't know. That I can only use waterproof mascara. Like any other mascara, if it's not waterproof, will uncurl my lashes. I think it's because they're like, I don't know, Asian lashes? Fellow Asians out there, do you have this problem as well with like non-curly eyelashes? And I'm more specifically Chinese Asian because that's my heritage. Anyway, waterproof mascara is the only thing that will keep them curled. So I can go over with like a normal mascara on the top just to kind of like accentuate and exaggerate them, but I have to do a base of waterproof mascara to keep them curly. Alright, I think that'll do. What do I do with my hair? Maybe I'll curl it. I've got time. I'm gonna curl it now. I am the absolute worst when it comes to my hair. I just can't be bothered to deal with it. Like I'd love to be one of those people who spend time and care on their hair properly, but the price that you have to pay for low maintenance is just hair that's like really flat to your scalp all the time. I think that's my biggest problem. I just can't be bothered to do it all the time. Anyway, I've been yabbering on a lot, so this vlog is probably very long. So I'll just finish curling my hair and you can watch. This heat defense is supposed to smell like coconut, but it kind of smells a little bit like a Christmas pudding to me. Very festive. Okay, I think that is everything. Now I'm just gonna let these cool down slightly, and I'm probably gonna try and steal some of my brother's hairspray and some of my sister's hair oil because I'm very ill prepared, and then we'll figure out what to do with it because nobody has any hairspray. So these definitely aren't gonna stay today. What we're gonna do is just oil the ends with my sister's Olaplex, thank you Alicia, and make do with that, essentially. Oh, I did bring my wearing Brook headband actually, maybe I can wear that. Find you have to place this very carefully so it makes the right kind of silhouette. That's not too bad. There we go. I think that'll do. Yep. I'm going to put in some earrings. Little pearls it is. Alright. I think we are ready for the day. We've come to Bristol to go Christmas shopping, and there is a giant Christmas market here. Like, look at this. So many Christmas markets in December. It's amazing, so festive. Christmas shopping is done. We are just heading back to the car to drop stuff off, and then we're going to go out for dinner. How are you feeling about your purchases?
Accomplished, I could say.
Accomplished? Maybe. Yeah. Well, this time yesterday, rather. He had nothing, so job well done, I think.
Don't make me sound like that, that makes you sound really bad.